I haven't spoken about the Mandela effect for a long time. It was part of my life a few years ago. A lot of people believe in it. A lot of people believe certain things about it. A lot of people don't believe in it. I don't believe the Bible has been changed. I just don't think so. Like, I know there's people, it totally said the lion and the lamb. It's not the wolf and the lamb, that's satanic. But again, like the wolf and the lamb, it does make sense to me. And I'm just not sure. And I don't think the Bible has been changed. But secular things, I think a few things have been changed. It's so strange. Like, I don't believe that, like, there's a lot of false things here in the Mandela effect community. It's full of new agers and whatever kind of people, deceiving people that want Christ consciousness and whatever. But for me, the biggest things are the Berenstain Bears? The Berenstain Bears learn about heaven. I am pretty sure that it was Berenstain Bears with an E and not an A. Like, that's just me. And a lot of people think the same thing because it's so weird. Like, to have your like your perception and your memory affected like this, it's a very strange thing. A lot of people, even if they don't believe in the Mandela effect or Jesus Christ or anything else, they're like, yeah, it was Berenstein. That was the thing. How do you pronounce it? Berenstein, the Berenstein Bears, not the Berenstain Bears. That's weird. The Berenstain Bears learn about heaven. Okay, I guess so. And there's a lot of false stuff. There's like, oh, Moneybag 73. He's a big person in the New Age and the Mandela effect. He's a liar and a deceiver. I don't care for him at all. But something I found very concerning and very strange was the whole thing about Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis in the movie The Candidate. I went on YouTube, or sorry, I went on Facebook, and I can't find the same post that I used to find. It's all been scrubbed from the internet. There was a page that had The Candidate, but it was The Campaign. This is another one that, like, I think a lot of the Mandela effects are false, where it's like a letter here or a letter there or an S on the end or what, that kind of thing. I think a lot of that is false. I think a lot of people are deceiving people, being like, look how many things are changing, and not that many things are changing. But I remember seeing commercials and seeing about the movie The Candidate with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. But now it's always been The Campaign for some reason. And this person says, 11 years ago, by the way, this is seriously messing with my mind. When this movie debuted last year, I was pretty excited about seeing it since I'm a huge fan of both Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. I remember talking quite a bit about The Candidate with a close friend of mine was also a big fan. We talked about how The Candidate is a pretty clever title since you don't know who it's referring to specifically, since they're both candidates. The title was also memorable because to me the word candidate is, or the candidate is, a word I can't seem to ever spell correctly. Then a few weeks ago, I saw mentioned the movie The Campaign starred those two people and thought, awesome, a sequel, but nope. After Googling more, I realized apparently now it's always been the title of that movie, not The Candidate, my friend says. I'm bonkers for thinking that way. The Campaign. This is something like, again, like I can't find the same stuff I used to because the internet has scrubbed it. Like, I'm just being honest. So that's weird in itself, but I remember Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis being part of the movie called The Candidate. But it's never been called that. It's always been called The Campaign. So again, with the Mandela effect, I don't know exactly what's going on with it. I do believe it's witchcraft. That's just my, it's not from God. God is not the author of confusion. So I just wanted to touch on the Mandela effect briefly because the Berenstain Bears? No, it was the Berenstein or Berenstein Bears. What's up with that? The Berenstain Bears learn about heaven. So the movie The Candidate or The Campaign, it's up to you. I find this very strange, and these are the two that really, do the most for me. It's up to you, brothers and sisters. God bless you.